Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest video from Darth Merrick in the G05 Gundam. I forget whether it's the standard G05 or the booster type, but it's definitely one of those. I think it might be the booster type with those tanks on the back, but can't guarantee. They're both quite good. The booster type has double beam sabers, which is a nice change, and yeah, both raids, slightly different stats. One is geared more towards melee, which is the booster, I believe, with the double beam sabers, which is now pretty conclusively, I believe, what Merrick has here. And yeah, he is moving in close to get some good damage in. 3768 on a downswing, not bad. And he's also just making sure that this pilot can't take the point, so yeah, very, very aggressive round so far. Yeah, it looks like at least one of that pilot's teammates finally caught on and is trying to stop him, so unfortunately for their team, it is the mass production gun cannon, which is pretty much the worst possible team member to actually bother to pay attention to the raid, you know, attacking the person trying to capture their point. It looks like the rest of the team finally caught on, so yeah, and as usually happens at least once in rounds like this, while the rest of the team focuses Merrick, the rest of Merrick's team is focusing one person. So, yeah, just this is why I've mentioned lately I've been trying to get into the habit of, if there's at least two people on any one target, find another target, because you just can't, you know, it's not a good idea to just have 4 people on one target when it's a team of 5 people, because what are those other 4 people doing? That is the question, and the answer is they were attacking Merrick, but luckily Merrick's team, you know, decided to head this way, and things are evening out a little bit. They've got a good head start, 2550 to 775, and Merrick has managed to make a good long life on 4,000 hit points. So yeah, it's looking pretty good at the moment. And yep. The Gatling, as I recall, on the G5 booster is not quite as strong as the one on the standard G5, because it is geared more towards being a standard melee raid than a shooting raid. So that's just, you know, how it works. But yeah, there's that gun cannon MPT again, and yeah, huge damage to it. Somebody else did manage to defend it though, so, but again, not a huge deal, because Merrick lived a good long time. He managed to disrupt the enemy team pretty well, and his team still has the lead with 5 minutes left, so yeah, good start. And yeah, so brain is just all over the place, but just to give what will end up being an extremely belated update on how my mom's doing. She's doing okay. Hopefully she'll be home soon. We don't have a date yet, but she's, you know, she's hanging in there. We're gonna, they're talking about getting us some extra care, some like televisits and things to basically catch things like she's been having going on before she ends up in the hospital for them again. So it sounds positive. I hope they can help us out. We're gonna meet with them about that tomorrow. And of all the silly things, I have probably mentioned before that I am a big. I am 6'2" and a little over 400 pounds. I hope it's a little. I'm going to get weighed at my doctor's soon. But, and it's hard to find clothes, naturally. But, we were at the hospital. It was colder than advertised. The breeze was, or the wind was terrible, and I was freezing, so I was like, okay, I saw, like, official hospital jackets in the gift shop. Let me just see if by some miracle they go up to my size. And they did. I've been looking for a jacket for a light jacket in my size for a while now, and well, now I have one, so that was a nice surprise. Just the likelihood of my walking into any given store and having stuff in my size, let alone a hospital gift shop, is kind of staggering. So it was a nice change. And I am in full blather mode because it is late, and it's not late. It's not even midnight yet, but it's late by the kind of schedule I have to keep to get over to the hospital and such. You know, I get tired enough and I stop being able to pronounce hospital, just for one thing. Yeah, Merrick is doing great damage here. He's let's see, the enemy team went to bomb the base, and they're so far ahead that nobody is really paying any attention to it, because yeah, they've got a tremendous lead, and bombing the base is not even going to put a dent in that. If they had done it, Okay, and they defused at the last second. That's even more impressive. But that's both good and bad. I mean, even with the 2-minute bonus, which any future bombs would qualify for, they would not catch up. But it does mean that there's a possibility they could get more points if they can manage to bomb again. Right now, not an issue, because, yeah, Merrick and this Gelgug, I think it's the Yuma Lightning, are pretty much setting up camp at their base and spawning in anybody, or, killing anybody who spawns in to try and stop them. Including that gun cannon mass production type. Unfortunately, I don't think the enemy team has any choice but to spawn here. I think Merrick's team has taken all of the other spawn points. So yeah, that is, they're going to have to spawn here and fight it out, which means they really need to coordinate more. Unfortunately, with one person at the other base, setting up bombs, that's going to make it even harder. But a little bit of coordination, they might be able to at least start to drag it back. But yeah, they are, Merrick's team has got a good setup here, and they're pretty. Nobody's guaranteed to win even in a situation like this, but it's looking good. Yeah, because even if the base bomb goes off now, it's only 3,000 points. They only got another 500 points out of the delay, so that'll make it 6,000 to 10,000, which is a little bit better, I would say. But yeah, hopefully hopefully whoever is over there will get back here, because I'm not sure why I'm actively, I'm not actively rooting for the other team, but it's like I've been on this side of this enough times. It's like I know what could be done to work with this, and yeah, getting A is not a bad step. Being able to have a little bit of space to set up before before Merrick's team starts tearing into them, that's not a bad move. So yeah, they've gotten a couple of kills here. They're back. They're 7,300 to 11,900. That's actually, yeah, that's definitely better. So it did take a base bomb to get there, but they are managing to capitalize on things a little bit. So, but yeah, this gun cannon MPT is, yeah, they're okay. Good. Its team is actually starting to look out for it a little bit. That's basically, yeah. Merrick's team is doing pretty well. They're fairly cohesive, and the other team is kind of, yeah, not all pursuing the same goals, and they are not protecting their support, which is how you end up in a mess like this. Yeah, they got enough points that Merrick's team had to respawn all the way back at their base, and that did give them enough of an advantage to get within a couple thousand points. So yeah, they up to 98-24. Yeah, so good strategy there by the, I'm assuming the base bomber took those points on the way back, so that was a good move. But yeah, Merrick was tearing up, and his team was just a little bit better coordinated in the end, I think. So that is where we're at. 5,600 out of those 11,900 points for Merrick, and he did 206,000 damage. That is great. It's amazing, actually. Not sure I've ever seen a 206k damage number. What's the highest you've seen and or gotten? I'd love to hear. But yeah, that was a good round, and yeah, 10 kills, 2 deaths, and that is apparently at the point this was recorded his high score for damage in space rounds of this cost. So yeah, thank you very much for the video. It is much appreciated. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. I bet by this point you can probably suss out what the first video I record in a voiceover session is, just because I am always kind of unfocused for that first one. So obviously this was it, and we'll see what tomorrow sounds like. It could be totally random blather again, or it might actually, be something like relevant to the time and space I'm in and what I'm seeing. You never know.